The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rumorcast.
Yes, hello, hi.
August and Jacob here to discuss the new Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Gotchard.
Yes.
We had our press conference, so now it is time for our pre-show thoughts.
Yes, because we wait now. Because every single time that we don't, something happens with the press conference. So I'm just like, we can wait till after that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just watched the first trailer subbed. Thank you, Flame Subs, for that. How do you feel?
First impressions, I gotta say, are more positive than they were when you texted me the suit for the first time. Because originally, I did not like how the suit looked. And again, I've said this before on Rumorcast many times, but seeing it in motion, actually seeing the suit
is a different beast than seeing it
like seeing it as it's meant to be seen, as in like well lit under the lights, or in the environment as it is supposed to be seen, as opposed to just a still frame against a weird background.
Yeah,
it looks a lot better. I like the setup. The setup seems interesting, where It is a setup we've seen many times across all forms of media. Whether, we have the ordinary boy who is, or ordinary person, young high school boy in this case, who discovers that there is a magical world or an other world. A world of magic or science or something more beyond what he knows.
Specifically in this case, alchemy.
Alchemy, as they're calling it. And he is whisked away to that, and he goes to a school there, so, a little bit of Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, many anime do this. Many, as I said, across all forms of media, we've seen things like this before. But it's something I like. And what about you?
It feels a little bit Forza-esque.
Does it the high school setting?
Yeah, and his personality is the thing that turns me all the way off.
Okay. Elaborate, please.
Especially coming off of Ace, who's older, who is, as we see, very confident in his skills and abilities. Going to this guy, and this is going to be something that tells me, like, when they end up having their inevitable crossover movie this December, is going to be one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But I was fairly turned off by not so much the actor, but the character.
Is it the writing, do you think?
Yeah, a little bit. But I think the character and just... I'm not saying you can't be earnest, but that seems like it's his entire personality, and I'm not okay with that.
From the lines of dialogue that we got from the trailer, he is very... I will fight for my friends, and I won't leave any of the chemis behind, and I'm a good person, and I will fight for what is right, and just very upbeat, very, earnest, as you said, very, like, doe-eyed babe in the woods, thrust into a scary situation.
I'm gonna need him to suffer. I'm gonna need some suffering to happen. Like this, I don't know if it's me being cynical or anything like that, but I'm gonna need some suffering to happen to this child.
Yeah, like what you like.
Because I'm just looking at him like...
phrase that.
He's just a little bit too naive, so I need something bad to happen. I need for him to get reality checked.
I mean, if the... I don't know the character's name, but we saw him, like, watching the first fight.
Valvarad.
Okay, so that guy is, Valvarad is, I get the sense he's going to be our antagonist.
He gives me a little bit of a Chase vibe in this case. Especially that suit. Because he's not listed as a Kamen Rider. Apparently on the thing it's listed as, like, Kamen Warrior, which I think is a cool title. But, yeah.
Doesn't ride bikes, he just stabs things. We'll see.
I'm alright with that. Like, stab. Go for it.
Spanner Kurugane.
Yes. His weapon is a little bit different, too. It's, Valvarusher.
Which is like a great sword, looks like.
In the shape of a wrench.
Oh. Yeah, it is a wrench. Alright then. Well, I guess I mean, we already have Alchemy, so is he like, I actually put things together?
Yeah, he is supposed
I
to
I don't just law of equivalent exchange make things.
Making friends with the Kimmies, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like, something about him.
So Chemies, from what I understand, are the monsters this time around.
Yes, and they're also the thing that they use to transform.
Which gives him his powers. The first form we have is Hopper, which is a grasshopper, and Steamliner, which is a steam locomotive, which I like.
Oh yeah, I really like the suit. And all honesty, I liked it from the first time I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's really interesting. We also have two others that got shown in different things with Aquade Scabo, which is a samurai and skateboarder.
Interesting.
Mad Pirates, which we don't have an image for yet. But it does have, like, I'm guessing it's going to have some giant CGI form that gets used twice.
You might very well be correct.
He also has a cool bike.
Oh, does he?
Yes. The bike is... Oh, he does it down over here.
Well, it's not on the wiki yet, but...
Yeah. His mother is also in the show. We haven't said his name. Hotaru Ichinose.
Yes.
Who is our main character.
Mm-hmm.
Told
the trailer opens up. He was an ordinary high school boy.
We also do get to see his mother, who those of you who know, like, Toku in the past, Sukeban Deka, she was the main girl in that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we get something cool with her later on in the show.
That'd be nice. Hopefully it's not just, I'm here for one episode, and then I wish you well at your new school.
Oh, she was in the press conference, so something told her she'll be around for a while.
Maybe she dies.
Or maybe she just gets a really cool action scene.
That'd be better. That would be much better.
A mature whooping ass.
I'm here for that.
Peak.
So I'm gonna guess our first couple episodes are going to be like episode 1 is going to be he gets the powers and defeats a monster at the end of it. Episode 2 is going to be when he goes to the alchemy school. And then episode 3, things start to unravel as they will.
Also, I'm trying to remember, because I can't remember this happening before. This is the first time where the bad guys are, like, all women.
Yeah, I also wanted to bring that up, because the three Dark Sisters, as they are called in the wiki, and they are named after the Sisters of Fate in Greek mythology.
Yes.
Which I'm always cool for a Greek mythology riff.
Klothos, and the Cheesis for those of you who play Fate.
Or Persona.
Or that.
But anyway.
Yeah. I really like the fact that it's just like, oh, are we girl bossing? Are we gatekeeping? Are we gaslighting?
So what do you think about them so far? Do you think...
I mean, we didn't really get to see much of them.
We didn't get to see much of them, but it's them against like a black background with apparently a fog machine running somewhere, so we're led to believe they are a sinister force.
Yes.
And as to how this will relate to our hero, is yet to be seen.
Yeah.
The fact that it's deliberately putting all its chips on alchemy.
Yeah.
Like specifically alchemy. Been touched on before in Kamen Rider Wizard. Wizard had...
Hopefully this time it'll be better.
Wizard, of course, had the whole... The villain's like main bad guy plot was essentially the same thing as Father's from Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
But, they changed the rules of, what alchemy does versus like how the magic works in Wizard. But we'll see how it works in this, because specifically a school for alchemy, like, what is that going to be like, I'm wondering?
That's a great question.
Because, like all forms of magic and all forms of media, it's going to work differently depending on which world you're in. Yeah. So, is it going to work exactly like Full Metal Alchemist? Are we going to have that law of equivalent exchange? Are we going to see a lot of hand signs and sigils drawn? Or is it going to be more science-based?
Yeah.
Is it going to be more like, we think about these chemicals, chemicals
gold
and whatnot.
And all of that.
Blend into gold, mix this chemical with this chemical, we get this. Is it going to be more science or more magic? So it'll be interesting to see where they take it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
The intro is performed by Back On.
Oh! I like Back On. Nice.
Yeah. So they're doing the intro after doing the insert song Chair for Geeks, which I remember I actually quite liked. So we'll see what happens.
I like that it's a band I actually know.
I just hope... My whole thing is, I just hope it's good.
I mean, I hope so too.
If it's like...
In terms of their sound, they're kind of like a Japanese Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Like early Linkin Park, at least at least like the last time I listened to them, which...
For as much as I don't like Revice, man, do I love that opening. So...
Is that them too?
No.
I'm
just saying, it's just like, it's one of those things where I hope that both are good, like Geats. Because I really like Geats.
The Gates opening is great.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, I guess that'll do it for us.
We'll end up doing our first impressions of the show. Ooh. It won't be until October.
After you get back after you get back from Japan.
Because episode 3, 4, and 5, I believe? Yeah, will be done by the time I get back. So
you can watch the first 5 episodes then.
Yeah. We can give a longer first impression.
There we go.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about Gotchard so far after the press conference. Don't forget to join us all the things. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.